YouTube, what's up? What's going on with everybody? Before we get the video started, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. Kind of got to say that in all the videos because I want the channel to grow, and just a reminder to y'all that it takes you half a second just to hit the like button. I'm not the type of YouTuber that's gonna be like hit the dislike button because I'm giving out good information. I'm not giving out anything that I feel to be wrong. I mean, not saying that I can't be wrong because I don't know everything, of course, but yeah, hit the like button for me, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you just got your CDLs, congratulations. If you're in school getting your CDLs, congratulations. We know you're gonna get it, and my channel is gonna be a good channel for you, so you can figure out how to navigate in the trucking world. Like I just said, like I just mentioned or whatever, I don't know everything, so you can take what you can take and leave what you feel is not helpful to you. I decided to come make a quick video about backing because that's really the most important thing out here. I mean, safety is the most important thing out here, of course, but when it comes to trucking, backing is going to be your worst enemy. And not necessarily your worst enemy, and not to discourage anybody, but it's going to be one of the things that you're going to be tested with that's not as hard as it looks, and it's not simple. You know what I mean? It's something that it requires you to think and gather a concept and how to get it in there. So this video is going to be a couple tips on how to back, and I'm gonna make it short and sweet, like I said in the beginning of making this channel, that sometimes you just need an answer, and I did promise that my channel would give you answers and won't drag it out and giving you an answer, making you watch a 30-minute video to tell you a quick 5 seconds of what you needed to know. But anyway, with that being said, we just go right into it. I was at the terminal a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy. He was new, and he was having trouble backing. So all I kept hearing is his brakes. You know what I mean? I was in the sleeper because my truck was being worked on, or waiting to get worked on. So anyway, I just kept hearing his brakes. So I already knew it was somebody who was probably fairly new, because that's what you do when you start out. You keep tapping them brakes, and pulling up and backing up and pulling up and backing up. So my advice in this video is going to be, it's all about your setup. It's all about your setup. So when you're setting up, first things first, when you get your truck, first things first, adjust your mirrors. Because I had to catch myself, this is my second truck, I had to catch myself in this truck because I didn't even touch the mirrors. I got in the truck and I could see out of the mirrors, and I went with that. Don't do that, because the mirrors are adjusted to whoever was in that seat before you. So just because you can see out of there don't mean that it's good to go. Something like that, you want to have it perfect. So start with that. Even if you get in the truck, you can see out your mirrors, go ahead and mess them up and reset them. That way it's to you. So that's the first thing, your mirrors. Second thing is, when you're setting up, you always, let's say for the straight back, because we talking to people just coming out of school, people who's new out here. Your straight back is important. You're going to use your straight back more than any maneuver there is, because in the end of it all, you're probably going to be lining yourself up for a straight back. So when you're doing your straight back, you want the truck as straight as possible with your trailer. I know y'all done heard that over and over again, but I think people straight is incorrect. I think that people see that the truck and trailer is straight. Once the truck and trailer is straight, they think they're straight. That's not always the case. You can be straight, like, I'm just gonna use my hand, I guess. So you can be straight, this is straight, with your truck and your trailer. See, straight up. But just because you're straight doesn't mean that your truck is not at an angle. See what I'm saying? I know this ain't the best way to try to show you, but you see what I'm saying? This straight, this is straight. But your truck is at an angle. So you gotta know what's straight. Cause you can look in your mirrors and see down both sides and think that you're straight and you automatically, it should be good. Nah, you gotta make sure that the truck is straight all together. If it's not, you gotta know what to correct. Because if you don't know what to correct, then you're starting off wrong. So take your time. Don't worry about nobody else. That's the biggest thing. And I say that because that's something that I go through still. Like, I get somewhere and I try to rush, not necessarily to not look new, but kind of in a sense, like, I feel like once you like come in and you set up and you get it in there quick, you know, the attention is off you. Nobody's watching you, which is probably all just in your head or in my head anyway, that everybody's watching. Like, everybody's not always watching. Now you come in there and you're about to hit something, yeah, that's gonna start grabbing the attention of people, and you're gonna be being watched. But remember, keep in mind, you're new, and people who's been out here can't back. Trust me, I see it. Like, I mean, I've talked to people that's been driving, and I'll watch them. I probably watch them come in, because that's something I get my game and knowledge from, just watching others. So like, and then I might have a conversation with the person, and they're like, yeah, I've been driving for 4 years. And like, dang, you back like I back. So don't necessarily feel like you trash and everybody watching you. So when you pulling up to a spot, you want to get set up. You're gonna have two different kind of setups that you're gonna probably use, and it's gonna be the 90 and the 45. And I know y'all heard of that. It's a 90-degree angle, and you know the truck is like that, and then it's a 45 where it's not so much, the track is not so much bent in. You're probably gonna use the 45 more than anything. That's all I use. The only time I use a 90 if I absolutely have to. Like earlier today, I had to use a 90 because the truck, it was a guy training somebody, and they were like at a standstill, and I'm getting better, so like I kind of put myself in some tough situations just to see if I ever got into it and absolutely had to do it, can I get out of it? So I had the 90-degree angle back into a spot, and but like I said, you most of the time it's gonna be 45. So when you're pulling up to set up, you want to get, this is the spot you want, this is your truck. You pass that truck, go to the next truck or the next spot. It might not be a truck there. Then you do your 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which means you pull out to 12 and then you turn it to 9. Now, what I've noticed is you don't necessarily have to go all the way to 12. because you're not gonna have room like that all the time either to go all the way to 12. So you can go to, you know, let's say 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you get it out there and then start turning. Set yourself up for the 45. Go ahead and roll down your windows. So that way you can see better. You can look out the window, you can see better out the mirror. Just go ahead and roll your windows down. Like, that's something you're gonna see everybody do, and it works. Like, you go ahead and roll down your window. So when you coming out into that 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, let's say 12 o'clock, because that's the best way to describe it. When you're coming out to that 12, and then you go ahead and start cutting into that 9, that's when you want to look out and go ahead and start watching your trailer. You're looking for the tail end of your trailer to start lining up to the spot that you're trying to get into. So what I've noticed, what I used to do is, once I go into that 9 o'clock, I would pull up way too far. I would give myself way too much room, and I would be at a 45, but like not necessarily a 45. Like my truck and my trailer are almost straight at this point. This is how much I pulled up. Like my trailer has almost straightened out. You don't want to get like that, because then you're gonna have to end up 90-degree angling and back into the spot. Which that's how I learned in school. I taught myself that way instead of listening to my instructor, and I would have been better off out here if I listened to my instructor. But I learned how to jackknife it in, and that's not good on the truck, and it's not going to always work. So the correct way is the best way. So anyway, you not want to pull it. You want to, as soon as you get out of that 12, you're going into your 9. You want to start looking out your window, watching the tail end of your trailer. Once you see your trailer lined up with the spot, you pretty much done pulled up far enough. Like that's good. You don't need to go no further. Like, just stay right there where you at, because that trailer is right where you want it to be. You're in a 45. You can look out the window and see it. What I will say is, you want to give yourself up enough room to stay on the driver's side. That way that you got plenty of space over there on your blind side. So then stop completely. Once it's right how you want it, stop completely. Don't worry about nobody else, yard jockeys, people coming in. Like, it's going to take longer. You're going to hold people up longer rushing, because you're going to mess up. You're going to be going way too fast for your own good, and you're going to mess up, and you're going to get frustrated, and then you're just going to get to a point where you're going to start letting people go, and then it's just going to be non-stop people trying to go, and you might even give up on the spot and go pull somewhere else. Whatever spot you put your eye on, that's the spot you need to go into. Get it in the hole. Now, I will say, don't do unnecessary backing. If you get to a shipper or a yard, drop yard somewhere, and it's back, it's unlimited space to where you can put the trailer at, find the easy spot. And you're gonna get better, trust me. You're gonna do a lot of backing out here. Find the easy spot. You don't want to hit nothing. So that's the main focus, is not to hit anything. But anyway, so now you got the 45, you got the setup going good. All right, in this particular situation, having your truck and trailer straight is out the window. That's more for a straight back situation. And I think it's safe to say that's only for a straight back situation, if you want to line that up. But your setup, like I said, you got your different setups. You got your straight back, that's making sure your truck and trailer is lined up together. And even if the truck is not straight, knowing where the problem is, you always turn towards the problem. So knowing where the problem is, if you crook it this way, if you crook it and your trailer is out to the right, we need to turn to. we need to turn to get the trailer to come back in. And I might confuse myself as it is, but you want to turn towards that problem to get the trailer to start going the other way. That's all you're doing. Like, whatever way you want to go to the trailer, whatever way you want the trailer to go, turn the way. Don't turn the way that you want the trailer to go. Turn the opposite way. And I know this is probably getting confusing because it kind of is until you're in the truck and you get what I'm saying. Like, if you see that your trailer need to go to your right, you need to turn to your left. You see what I'm saying? And then vice versa. So I got kind of mixed up in what I was explaining, but like back to the 45 and lined up with the spot. Now, once you see that is where you want it at, stop the truck completely, give yourself time to think. So now you're thinking, okay, what I need this trailer to do? I need the trailer to come in. You want it to come in at an angle a little bit. You don't want to get the trailer exactly the way you want it to go, because when you try to get underneath it, when I say underneath it, when you try to get back around that trailer, get in front of your trailer, now you're gonna kick the trailer out too much. Like the trailer, you done turned too much already. So you want to slowly back, come in at an angle. Once you get to a spot to where it's in the spot, then you want to cut it. While you're going slow, you want to cut it some more. Cut it some more. Back up slowly. Watch it turn. As soon as you see the trailer react, always try to get back underneath it. So with that being said, is, you know what I mean, like, you gotta slow down, you gotta take your time, you gotta watch the trailer, you gotta keep an eye on the trailer, you gotta see when it's gonna move, watch the reaction time. Like, okay, you're not gonna always see it move, just know, like, you'll get to a point where you know, like, okay, I put enough on it to where that trailer's going to start turning. Be patient, and you got to give it time to start turning. Like, that's another problem. You can't watch the trailer turn. You can't watch the trailer turn to where you need it to be and then think that you about to get back under it and it's gonna stay there. No, because now you done move the truck again. You done change the angle again. You got to get underneath it now. So now it's gonna go too much into where you was trying to get it to. Anyway, the video was supposed to be short and sweet, but I feel like it was some good information in this video. I know it was time to do a video like this, like for the people that's in school or the people that's out here and you're struggling with backing and you having anxiety with backing, and when you get to these places, it's already in your head, like you're nervous and scared, you wonder who's there, because that's all it is. If nobody wasn't watching you and you was out there by yourself, you would do it. So just take that as the tip of this video, is worry about what you doing and not what nobody else doing, and set yourself up to get it in there versus trying to impress somebody else when you know you're not like that yet. So it's going to take longer trying to do it fast. So go ahead and take your time, because that's the faster you're going to get it in there, because now you're catching your mistake. You got to catch the problem before it happens. That's one thing you got to do. You got to go ahead and catch the problem before it even happens. So as soon as you start seeing that trailer doing something that you don't want it to do, you need to go ahead and fix it. Sometimes you need to just pull up. Ain't no problem with that. You ain't in school no more. If you're in school, then you can't necessarily keep pulling up. It's all about catching the problem. But once you get out here, what you need to do is pull up if you have to. Because that'll get it out of whatever it was just in, and it's going to save you time. And then, just put it in there. So, like this video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I keep content coming. Like I said, I'm standing on my word. So if you want good content, if you want more content like this, leave comments and let me know what y'all think about the video. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. We can have a conversation in the comments. Let me know what's going on with you, what you're struggling with, and maybe I can base the next video off of what you're going through, because we all going through the same thing, something similar anyway. So yeah, guys and ladies, like this video, like. Please like the video. The channel is growing, and I'm getting feedback. So those of you who have supported, those of you who plan on supporting the channel and like what you see, thank you. It's all appreciated. Yeah, that's it. So peace out.